In a time long ago, the earth was a place filled with corruption and violence. Humanity, once created in the image of God, had strayed far from its intended purpose. The descendants of Adam and Eve multiplied, building cities and pursuing their desires, but their hearts turned toward evil continually. Genesis 6:5-6 recounts, "And God saw that the wickedness of man was great in the earth, and that every imagination of the thoughts of his heart was only evil continually. And it repented the Lord that he had made man on the earth, and it grieved him at his heart." The world was a shadow of its former beauty. Once lush landscapes were now scarred by the consequences of human sin. The sound of laughter had given way to cries of despair as violence consumed the earth. Amid this darkness, God sought to restore what had been lost. Among the multitudes, one man stood out, Noah. Genesis 6:8-9 describes him as a just man and perfect in his generations, and Noah walked with God. Noah was a beacon of righteousness in a world drowning in sin. God looked upon Noah with favor, choosing him to fulfill a divine plan to cleanse the earth and preserve life. God spoke to Noah, revealing his sorrow over the corruption of the world. "The end of all flesh is come before me," God declared in Genesis 6:13, "for the earth is filled with violence through them, and behold, I will destroy them with the earth." He commanded Noah to build an ark, a massive vessel that would serve as a refuge for Noah, his family, and pairs of every living creature. "Make thee an ark of gopher wood," God instructed. "Rooms shalt thou make in the ark, and shalt pitch it within and without with pitch." Genesis 6:14. The dimensions of the ark were extraordinary, designed to withstand the waters of a great flood. It would be 300 cubits long, 50 cubits wide, and 30 cubits high, a testament to both God's provision and Noah's obedience. Despite the mockery of those around him, Noah set to work. He and his sons labored tirelessly, cutting wood, shaping beams, and assembling the ark according to God's exact specifications. With every hammer stroke, Noah's faith in God's promise grew stronger. Decades passed as the ark took shape. Noah preached righteousness to those around him, warning them of the impending judgment. Yet, the people scoffed, continuing in their wickedness, oblivious to the storm that was coming. The people outside the ark lived their lives as though nothing could interrupt them. They celebrated, traded, married, and built homes, mocking Noah's warnings. The sky for them had always been clear, and the thought of rain, let alone a flood, was unimaginable. When the ark was complete, God gave Noah further instructions. "Of every living thing of all flesh, 2 of every sort shalt thou bring into the ark, to keep them alive with thee," God commanded in Genesis 6:19. Noah gathered pairs of animals, birds, and creeping things, ensuring their survival. The sight of animals entering the ark must have been astonishing. Lions walked beside lambs, their natural enmity subdued by divine will. Elephants lumbered forward, their great feet shaking the ground, while birds of every kind filled the air with their vibrant calls. Snakes slithered silently, and insects crawled in orderly procession. Each creature entered the ark without fear, guided by an unseen hand. Noah also stored provisions, enough to sustain his family and the creatures during their time on the ark. Bags of grain, barrels of water, and baskets of fruit were carefully loaded, a reminder of God's care in the smallest details. When the appointed time arrived, God called Noah and his family into the ark. "Come thou and all thy house into the ark," God said in Genesis 7:1. "For thee have I seen righteous before me in this generation." The door of the ark was shut by the hand of God himself, sealing them in safety. 7 days later, the heavens opened, and the rain began to fall. The fountains of the great deep burst forth, and the windows of heaven were opened. For 40 days and 40 nights, rain poured down in torrents, covering the earth. The waters rose higher and higher, submerging mountains and sweeping away all living things outside the ark.